So good morning student, once again to your online classes after your half yearly exam. So from today we will start our chapter 9, that is test of divisibility. Okay, so in the first exercise, that is in exercise 9a, in exercise 9a, the maths we will see are as even numbers and odd numbers. I hope all of you know the concept of even number and odd number. Okay, so can you remember what is even number and odd number? We should know these two terms before starting this exercise. So what is even number? Even number, see, a number is said to be even if it is completely divisible by 2. Completely divisible by 2. So what do you mean by completely divisible by 2? See, for example, suppose if I write here 6 and if I start to divide this 6 with 2, we will get 2 3s are 6, and here after writing the 6, what left? That is 0. That means nothing, isn't it? That is, it is completely divisible. There is no remainder in this division. So this is said to be completely divisible. And see, if we divide, for example, if we divide 7 by 2, 7 also is divisible by 2, but we'll have a remainder, isn't it? So we can write here 2 3s are 6 and we will have remainder. So in this case 7 also divisible by 2, but in this case there will be a remainder 1. So we can say 7 is not completely divisible by 2, we will have a remainder. And 6, 8 and some other numbers, these are called even numbers since these numbers are completely divisible by 2. So what are the numbers divisible by 2? All the numbers those are completely divisible by 2 are called even numbers. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like this. Okay, 22, 32, 42, 48, 46, 72, 78, 76, 102, 205, 206, 3008, like this, all numbers. Okay, so a number is said to be even number if the last digit, in terms of double digit, if in the last digit there are 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. If you find this any one of these digit in the last any one of these in the last digit of a number, that number is said to be even number. For example, if we talk about 78, what is in the last number? We don't have to divide and check whether it is even number or not. Okay, by seeing, again it gone, by seeing the last digit we can say whether it is an even number or odd number. So what we see in the last digit? 8. Since we remember that 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, if any one of these digit remains in the last digit of a number, it is said to be a even number. So in 78 the last digit is 8, so 78 is an even number. And in the same way, if in the last digit 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 is there, see, these numbers are odd numbers. Since these numbers are not completely divisible by 2, there will be some remainder. And for this, these numbers are said to be odd numbers. And not only these numbers, these are the single digit numbers, isn't it? Now from the multiple digit, that means maybe if it is 2 digit, 3 digit or 4 digit number, we will see only the last digit. If in the last digit, for example 2037, so this complete number we will not divide to check whether it is odd or even, we will see only the last digit. So what is in the last digit? 7. Since we know 7 is an odd number, so the complete number is an odd number. In this way we will determine whether a number is odd or even. Okay, so in exercise 9a, the first question, write down all even numbers between 1 to 20. The question is, we should write all the even numbers between 1 to 20. Check all the numbers from 1 to 20 who are even number. So now obviously 1 is not even number, single digit number, so only we need to remember. And if we remember the single digit numbers of even and odd, if we remember the single digits of odd and even numbers, then all others numbers we can find it out very easily. Okay, so what are the single digit numbers we have? We know for even number 2, 4, 6 and 8, isn't it? So we'll start from 2, then 4, then 6, then 8. You see, these are the single digit numbers obviously. And after 8 what comes? 10, then 12, 14, 16 and 18. These are the even numbers from 1 to 20. Okay, now let's move to question number this is 1a, now 1b. This is 1b. Write down all even numbers between 38 to 60. 38 to 60. So this one you can do, isn't it? Easily. From 38 you will start and up to 60 you will write all the even numbers. So what comes? See, numbers between. So since it is told between, so we will not write 38 and 60. We will write all the numbers between this range. So after 38 the next will be 40, then 42, then 44 and like this up to 58. This one I have not done completely. This one you will do by yourself. Okay, this is very easy one you can do. Okay, so now let us move to question number 2. Now let us move to question number 2. In question number 2, write down all the odd numbers between. So again, to write the odd numbers, you should know the single digit odd numbers. What are the single digit odd numbers? 1, 3, 5 and 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, isn't it? So now here the first question is again 1 to 20. 1 to 20. Since the question is write down all the numbers between 1 to 20, the term is between, so we will not write 1 and 20. We will write the numbers comes in between this range. So after 1 the next odd number is 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, then 11, then 13, then 15, then 17 and then last one is 19. Is it? So I just showed you one so that you can do it at home also. Number B, you see, number B, it is asked from 45 to 65. So after 45 the 47, then 49, 51, 53, 55, 57, 59, 61 and the last one is 63. Okay, so in this way you can do. So question number 1 and 2 finish. Now question number 3, circle the even numbers and tick the right, okay, tick the odd numbers. So since we have already discussed what is even number and what is odd number, you know what are they, so you can do it. Okay, so these questions will be your question number 3 will be your homework. You will do it at your home. Next, question number 4, write down in your notebook all the even numbers between 1728 to 1800, 400 to 450, 20,218 to 20,300, 3,25,320 to 3,25,400. So these are very easy, means you don't have to look at the big numbers, you just look at the last. You see, that means in question number C, 18 to 218 to 300 you need to write, and in question number D, 320 to 400 you need to write. Okay, and the previous numbers will be same as. So with this we are going to end up exercise 9A. and then we will start the exercise 9b. So the exercise 9b is all about test of divisibility. Okay. Test of divisibility. So since our half of the class time already over, we will not discuss all the test of divisibility today. We will only start this concept, why we need the test of divisibility, what is actually test of divisibility, and what is the use of it, isn't it? So the test of divisibility, why we need the test of divisibility, why we should know or why we should learn the test of divisibility. See, while dealing with the big numbers, big numbers, suppose for example 3798, or it may be 9733, like this big numbers. So now if I ask you, who can say this number, see whether this number will be divisible by 2, whether this number is divisible by 4, whether this number is divisible by 8, whether this number is divisible by 5 or not. So how you can say whether this number is divisible by that number? See, so far we know also the process of division only. So by dividing this number with that which one asks, we can say. But it takes a long time, isn't it? It's a long process to divide a big number and to check whether it is completely divisible or not. If it is completely divisible, then we can say yes, this number is divisible by that number. If it is not completely divisible, it is not divisible. So to get rid of all these things, we have some test of divisibility. If we learn the test of divisibility of certain numbers like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, means though you have 2 to 15 all the numbers test of divisibility, but in your class only you have the test of divisibility of 2, 3, 4, 3 is also not given, but still 2, 3 are given. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 9. Up to 9, 10. Up to 10 it is given. You see, you can see 7 and 8 is not given. Whatever. So what we have in our syllabus, we will learn it. Okay. So now, so how we will know whether a number is divisible by 2 or not? Okay. So that rule. Okay. That rule is called the divisibility rule of 2. So let us write divisibility rule of 2. So how we will know that a particular number is divisible by 2 or not? So the rule of this one is, if the last digit of a number, okay, if the last digit of a number is either of 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, we can say that number is divisible by 2, isn't it? You see, what if the last digit of a number is either of 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, we can say that the number is divisible by 2. So here, either of saying of 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, you can say if the last digit of a number is an even number, then we can say the number is divisible by 2. For example, if we write suppose 738, 84, 98, so without actual division, how we can say that these numbers are divisible by 2? By looking at the last digit of a number. Here you see in 738, what is the last digit? The last digit is 8. So since we have 8 in this, or 8 is an even number, so 738 is divisible by 2. By looking at 84, you see By looking at 84, you see the last digit is 4. That means it's an even number. So 84, we can say 84 is divisible by 2. We don't have to divide it manually. By seeing only, we can say, let it be any number. If it is 7 digit, 8 digit or 9 digit number also, by looking at the last digit, we can say whether that number is divisible by 2 or not. Okay, in the same example, same is applied to 98 also. In 98, the last digit is 8, so we can say 98 is completely divisible by 2. So this is the divisibility rule of 2, and your class time is almost going to end. So here we are ending up today's class, and in our next class we will discuss about divisibility rule of other numbers, that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, all these things. Okay, so with this, thank you for